Aha, it's not charging. So, the hell? It goes. Just pick up my things for Valentine's Day for my fiance and stuff. So, just bear with me for a sec. Just got done work also, so 5 hours. I work 5 hours a day. It was like something to midnight. So good times, guys, good times. Sarah Penn. Looks like this. Well, guys, got some people in here. It's good. I stay up all night again tonight, guys. Or whatever. We'll see. Play the bed with my fiance tonight. That's the plan. That's the plan. I'll be too tired. You know, take a little nap there. Take it to her ammo. Please thank it. What's up, you guys? Got 10 people in there. Nice. What's up? What's up with you? Anything? What's up, guys? We got 20 people in there. Nice, nice. Got 20. Nice, guys. Yeah, let's keep going. Get some likes in here. Some likes in here, guys. Means you like my stream. Just got off work. Just got off. Yo, what's going on, buddy? Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's getting ready to go to my fiance's in the morning. So, well, later I am. So, just got everything packed up. Now I reviewed Dippy more. I reviewed nicotine pouches though. I still got a couple more to review. Actually, update you guys for that I reviewed when I got update them. So I'll review Dippy more. So sorry about that. This goal, yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. I do cigars and nicotine pouches now. Or a little bit, whatever you guys want me to do. Tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan of Dip anymore. I'm not a big fan. Mick? Mick? I got a name named Mick at work. Is it Mick? Nice. What kind of skull do you do? What kind of skull dip do you do? Do you do peach? I like peach. I like the peach one. That's my favorite. Skull peach? Heck yeah. Where do I work? I work at a YMCA where I live. Well, they switched companies last year now. It's something, I can't remember what the name was, but I do housekeeping, I do cleaning and maintenance. I work nights though. I used to work days, and I switch to nights. Yes, sir. One sec, guys. Oh. I'll be right back, guys. I got to put the comfy pants on. I'll be right back. Huh. Gotcha. Where am I from? From New York. Central New York. Oh, nice. Nice. Love Florida. Florida's awesome. Looks like this. Yeah, absolutely. It was like 60, almost 60, it was like 60 degrees the other day. It dropped down to like 20 right now. Ridiculous. It should be 60 degrees this time of year. You know what I mean? Whatever. Is whatever. Is what it is. Excuse me. Rebecca's. So it goes. Yeah, have a good night, buddy. Have a good night. Oh, so it's close. Oops. Alright, that's about that, guys. Excuse me.
On this episode of American Chopper,
Where is Numbnuts?
the OCC crew is at it again.
You're the biggest slob here.
150 grand is on the line as Paul Jr. designs a custom chopper for one of NASCAR's biggest events.
Talking big time money and big time pressure.
The pedals to the metal. The race is on to build a tricked out, revved up machine.
People are not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it.
The anger,
That's what I want. Do it.
the anguish,
It's like the smack in the face.
the anticipation
It's gonna be awesome.
on this episode of American Chopper.
Hey, what's going on? Nah, I'm just gonna chill. Nah, I want to play right now. I'm just gonna hang out. This kid don't work. You know, watch a little TV. We're doing we'll do it tomorrow night because I'm coming home tomorrow. I'm hanging out with my fiance tomorrow, so I'll be back home tomorrow night.
Last time we talked to you guys,
Sorry about that.
Which bike was that? That was the Spider-Man bike.
Yeah, actually, this is a Black Widow
Oh.
project. It's a little different.
If you don't mind,
Basically, unveiled it at the
or if I play video games right now.
got a phenomenal reaction.
You guys
I just got done work and stuff, so
You're not answering questions.
that's why I didn't watch TV.
It's amazing.
It's
It's amazing.
You know, they just treat us like we're some kind of celebrity. You know?
Is that true?
It's just a kind of.
Sounds good to me.
You know what I mean?
When you guys went down to the Javits Center and you did the show down there, did you get any customers?
We're actually building a bike for a major corporation, and we're building them a bike to match their race car.
Paul from Orange County Choppers. Guys, I can't say enough. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm bitter.
Sounds good to me.
On the last day of the Javits show,
I'll be live.
I met a gentleman
Probably
in
sometime
town.
today. I'll be live
He
again
asked
sometime
me if I could
today.
build a bike to match a race
See,
car that he was
go live with my
sponsoring on
fiance and
NASCAR
stuff. So, guys, all you guys be there. All right.
You know, when I first saw the Black Widow bike at the show, I immediately said, that's the guy I want to have build a bike.
I couldn't imagine someone could have that kind of vision, how that could be in someone's head to build something so unique, so extraordinary.
Oh, there it is, Hunter.
Wow.
That's your bike.
Is that the one you wanted? Yeah?
You know, I kind of look at a motorcycle like this. I see, you know, a top of a woman's body comes into a waist, and then you got like the butt over here.
Yeah, we're looking for feminine and
Yo, what's up?
sexy, racy. There's always a great deal of pressure involved in meeting someone else's expectations. I'm used to working and doing whatever I want. With this, I have to stick to specific guidelines. So it's going to be a tricky project, but I'm confident I know I could do it. What you could do is work your paint in from here to here, and then have your lacy gown.
I love it.
Believe me, I'm going to smoke this thing.
I
It's
love
going to be awesome.
Alex Goins paying us $150,000 for this bike for Daytona, and it's coming up pretty quick. That's a tall order as far as scheduling goes, but I'm confident that we can pull it off.
And thank you very, very much. And we're very excited about the project.
To be honest with you, we do our best work when we're under the gun, you know what I mean? You know, normally winter's a pretty slow time for OCC, but this year we're building a lot of bikes. As nice as it is to get this high-profile order in, we really got to take care of our other customers too. So as far as this race car bike goes, Pauly's pretty much going to have to handle that on his own. And you know what? I think he's already feeling the pressure.
I got 7 days to build a $150,000 bike. You know what I mean? I just want to get the frame here. I'm like a nervous wreck over here, waiting for this frame and tank to come. I don't know what the tank's gonna fit. Like, you know, it's like all new.
Once the frame won't show up, the oil tank won't show up, all that stuff won't show up, then
I'll be like throwing up out back. So what is it that we have and don't have, or have coming, or whatnot?
basically we don't have anything.
Let's have at it. Frame time. I'm trying to do is make this bike have a lot of feminine qualities and still have a masculine look overall. So it's a challenge to me because this frame has to flow differently than anything I've ever done before. Anytime I come into a new project, I like to have a good amount of time to think about it and just brainstorm, you know, what I'm gonna do with the tank, fenders, frame, the basic structure. Just trying to figure out how to make this rear fender work, what I want to do with it. This is part of the time alone with the motorcycle. I just look at it till ideas come to me. I have ideas and then I just work on them, looking at the lines of the bike. Kind of just get a feel for the bike, what I'm looking to do with it, what kind of theme I want to pull off.
Is that the guy who said, well, I only have 7 days? So now he only has 6 because he didn't do anything today, so that gives him 6 days, right?
I don't know, I'm stuck. I just need a little time, a little breathing room.
I'm getting aggravated.
Sometimes I don't think my father understands or appreciates the creative process in which you have to go through when you're designing a bike. It's not like a light switch that you could just turn on or off. Sometimes when you're looking at a bike, it really takes a lot of time to get the creative juices flowing. Tomorrow's fine. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
stop dicking around the phone and start working on the bike. Okay. Because then you're going to be pissing and moaning later that, oh, I don't have enough time. But meanwhile, you've been dicking around all day. I'm not kidding either. Leave the phone alone.
Okay.
You want to use the phone, go over here and help me return some of these phone calls.
Come on, jeez. You're like a grumpy old bear sometimes.
I'm really getting aggravated. But let me tell you something. If he doesn't get to getting pretty quick, I got a size 12 out there that will inspire him.
Once I can see the bike in my head, I'll start to really get it going. And the juices start flowing, you get in the zone, and you just start fabricating.
What's up, buddy?
It's going to be a tricky project because
Been good, how are you?
Very feminine look and still be outrageous and appealing.
Just got off work.
But one of the things I have going for me is the fact that our bikes have a striking resemblance to a woman's body in the sense of lines and shapes. So it's very easy to accentuate on those kind of qualities.
Appreciate that.
This is the tank?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
On the race car bike, I used a tank that was very shapely. Nice. I think that's the way it's got to be mounted. Basically, the idea was to represent a feminine figure, and this tank was just perfect for that.
Kick point tiring.
Lines up.
Busy. Wasn't too bad.
So what, you know,
I don't know what I'm doing, so leave me alone. Go away. The way I'm going to incorporate the rear fender is going to be very full, and it's going to end in like a lacy look towards the back. Very full and voluptuous.
What's up, Paulie? Scrambling for ideas?
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for like a fishnet stocking look pattern. You know what I mean? You'll be, you know, freaking hard that is.
Yeah.
Probably look cool though. Right?
Yeah, it would look cool if not as easy to lay out.
No, it's not.
the problem is phone's ringing off the wall. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's driving me insane here.
Hi, you've reached the offices of Mr. H. Please leave your name and number, and
stand these phones. Mike, Paul from Orange County Choppers, call me as soon as you can. Man, this is, I mean, it's like, whatever happened, just calling somebody up. It's like you gotta speak to like 42 different people and then you get disconnected. Oh, man.
What's going on?
I just can't. I don't know how people do it. When you call, like if you call these guys, you know, it's like, it says for this, punch this number. Then you punch that number. Then it says, then it starts all over again. Then it starts all over again. Then it starts all over. And then they put you on hold. And then they hook you up to the wrong person. And then the wrong person hooks you up and says, well, I'll hook you up with such and such. And then you get disconnected. Then you got to do it again. I can't do that. Paulie has no conception of what I really do because he's never had to do that. I think if you really knew, he'd never be questioning what I do because pretty much I do everything. He's focused on that one project he's doing, but I'm doing 20, 30 different things. You know, running the whole business, the bills, pay this, order that, you know, making sure that the parts are coming in, and on and on and on. So it's a lot, and I honestly don't think that he really has a conception of what I really do. Shut up! We gotta get somebody in here to answer these phones. I can't. I'm telling you right now, I'm losing my mind. I got 3 lines going at the same time. I got a list this big to do, and it's like non-stop. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's too much. Somebody's got to be in here to answer these phones. It's ridiculous.
When it comes to building a project bike like this, it's so important for me with the detail-oriented stuff that I'm doing that I have complete focus, that I'm not...
Oh, Valentine tonight. I'm going with my fiance. Spend night tonight. Tomorrow I'll probably spend time with her for Valentine's Day. When because I'm spending night tonight and do strange presents and stuff. So make food at her house, that kind of thing. So yeah. There's nothing going on this weekend. Probably got work.
You know, a lot might be fine.
I don't think so. You're thinking of them.
Did you measure it?
You're thinking of CCI tanks. When they're stretched, they're like way up in the air.
It might be nice though anyhow. It'd probably be cool. What are they? What are they?
I don't know.
What are they in inches? 10 inches?
Yeah, that's what they end up looking like. I did put tape on
You
it.
know your tape there? One of these days, I'm just going to smash you in the head with
Yeah,
it.
I'm not doing anything, so give me a lot of time.
Well, you know what? Acknowledge that I'm here.
Yepper. I might have to work this weekend, so hopefully Thursday I might work. I might have to work. Friday I don't know. Say Sunday, no idea. But Thursday I might have to work.
I told you 3 times, they're 10-inch rises.
Do what you got to do because you can only do one thing at a time anyhow.
At least I do it brilliantly.
Nice. Like Zen Winter Green. I mind it. I don't mind Zen Winter Green. It's alright. It's like Grizzly Winter Green almost.
Alright, that's it. I'm out of here. I got a lot of work done today, so I decided to go and have some fun getting into recreation. If it were summer, I'd be going golfing right now, but that's impossible around here this time of year. But anyway, me and Vinny still managed to hit the links.
You ready, Paulie? Let's go tear it up.
Let's do it. Me and Paulie have been snowmobiling together probably around 10 years.
The coolest thing about riding a snowmobile is, first of all, the terrain does change and the snow can be different conditions, and they accelerate pretty hard, and you can get up to 120 pretty fast.
Never. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. Well, weed's not really a drug, but on drugs, I don't smoke weed. I don't do any of that. Only thing I smoke cigars or maybe once in a while cigarettes. I do nicotine push and I used to do dip. That's what I do. I don't do weed.
Where is Numbnuts? Mike, where's, was he home this morning when you were here?
I wasn't home.
You have his cell number? Not that he has a phone that works. That phone's coming in today, and I'm smashing that thing. He's got a phone for 3 freaking months now that nobody can reach him on. And you know what the best part about it?
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine, you know?
When Paulie shows up late sometimes, he gets his dad real wound up, and I honestly don't know why he does that. It kind of affects everybody here, especially when we're waiting to do something, you know. We're a little bit under the gun here. It kind of hurts us all a little bit.
Cal, what's going on?
I set my alarm clock wrong last night. So I'm like an hour off. I'll be in 2 minutes. So why you start shrinking your head off on the top there?
Well, you know what? That's already started. That's already started. You know what I'm saying? It was only not even a week ago when we were having this discussion. So it's like it just aggravates the hell out of me.
Well, it was over a week ago.
Okay, so good, romper room guy. It was over a week ago. Good. So you've been a good boy for a week. So then, you know what? Come in at 9 o'clock. Bye. He overslept. His alarm clock was set wrong. Not that he has one. He ain't been late in a week. It's okay. When he comes in, I'll give him a hug, you know? The president's here.
Sometimes Paulie thinks he's the king of OCC, like nothing else matters except for what he's doing.
Nice.
Morning, man.
He shows up when he wants to, leaves when he wants to, and he thinks everybody here is here to wait on him hand and foot.
Not too bad, right? Well, I think what I'm going to do is make a diamond in the front. Make it down as far as I can get it, and I actually have like a diamond in here. I know we're on a really tight deadline with this bike. It'll dress it up real nice. But if I see something that has to go on the bike that works, I really got to go through and get it done. I decided I wanted to create a decorative cover for the oil tank. This is the stuff I'll be using right here. And I decided to use aluminum diamond plate, which is something I've never done before. It's really great having a steel shop in my backyard because anytime I need materials, all I have to do is walk up the hill and get them. I don't have to order them or wait for them or do anything of that nature. I can just get right to work.
Oh, Fred. I just got done work about probably 12 o'clock.
I think Paulie's idea to use a diamond plate was really great. That was real smart. In order to get it to wrap around the tank and hold the shape we wanted, we had to use an acetylene torch to heat it up. When we were finished, it looked great. But it
Nice.
for the day. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass because we got a whole lot to do in a short amount of time to do it.
Yeah, Fred, I got done. I started 7 o'clock last night. Just got done probably an hour and a half ago. American Chopper again, guys. American Chopper.
Over here so we can get this thing finished.
I'm still working on.
Jesus Christ.
On this rear fender?
Yeah. Vin, yeah. Come here for a second.
Did you ride? Nice. What do you think?
With the actual fabrication. I think he's a little bit nervous about that, and I can understand that. But the only way we're going to get this bike done on time is if he steps up to the plate. I want you to cut this.
I'm not cutting this.
Yeah, you can. Right here. I want you to grab it like that. I want you to start here and run that edge right there. And then the same.
Nice. I do look cool smoking on.
I'm really learning a lot from Paulie as far as fabrication and bike design goes, and I really appreciate the opportunity I have by him showing me this.
Hold on, man. Let me look at it.
You've got to be kidding.
Come over here. All right.
Hold on.
Real careful.
Hold on. Because that's landed up there. That might be right.
Grab that front end.
1 second. Get another guy over here.
Get everybody on here. Pick it straight up and then let the bottom kick out.
Good. That's good, Fred. Good.
Get that lift the hell out of the way. Get it.
1, 2, 3.
All right, who was the last person to clamp this in? All right, no one else speak at once. The only person to clamp it in.
Did that thing just fall and nobody was around it? One of the bikes that I've been wanting to get.
I'm never. I can be mad. Can be sometimes, but I'm never mad.
It took a pretty bad. But there really wasn't that much damage. It could have been a whole lot worse, but I think we're looking at about a day to put it back together.
Actually, the only thing you really got to change on this is the tail. Right?
Yeah.
Really?
I was really kind of surprised about how my dad handled the situation.
Bugs me the worst. Right here.
Yeah, pick at it with your finger now. That'll help it. I was really waiting for him to go ballistic because he put him into the Celtic bike. This was like his project. Usually he just goes off and just starts throwing things, but he didn't. He just got quiet. I think we all did.
Okay, everybody, the show's over. Let's go back to work.
Hey, look, that ain't bad.
I got glasses, but I hate wearing them. They suck.
Looks nice.
All right, let's call it a day, man.
What else you got to do on this bike? I think you have to take into consideration is your time element here, you know? That's the only thing I'm a little concerned about. I mean,
What's that?
just the time, you know? You know, Paulie's only got a few days to finish the fabrication on this bike. And between that oil tank thing that he made the other day and the Celtic bike falling off the lift, I'm getting a little concerned. For one thing, we got a show coming up in Cincinnati in a few days, and I want him there, no ifs, buts, ands, or whatever. We're leaving for Cincinnati on Thursday.
Since we've been in
There you go,
business,
Fred.
have we ever not gotten a bike done in any kind of short time frame or anything ever one time?
Whatever we have to do here to make that happen, then that's what we'll have to do, no?
You know what? When he starts to paint this bike, even the body work, I should be there.
I already got your room. You asked me to get your room. I got your room. It's all taken care of. I took care of it all. Here, but I wouldn't even concentrate on that tank. The handlebars and the seat pan get done today. All right? Okay.
As far as Cincinnati goes, if I'm able to go, I'll go. If I'm not able to go, I won't go. And that's just a matter of getting the job done. Now, if you ask my father, he says I have to go. But I don't necessarily agree with that because if we have a project like this going on and I'm not feeling comfortable with where we're at the time, I'm not going anywhere.
You know, at this point, with him spending more time on this bike and giving up going to Cincinnati, as far as I'm concerned, it's not an option. Either he goes or we don't go. That's just the way it is. I kind of feel that it's good for him as a business aspect to start being more involved in the other parts of the business other than just building a bike.
This morning we got the handlebars on and the seat on, and it's really coming together now. It's starting to look like a bike. I like it. But if you ask me, there's still a lot of work to be done, and there's still parts I'm waiting on. So right now, Cincinnati looks like a long shot.
Race car bike.
What's up, fellas? How you doing? The guys from H&L brought the motor in today. Let's have a look at her. Wow. And this is an all-billet, fully polished custom motor. 140 horsepower to the rear tire. Sick, huh? And
Yeah, hell yeah.
what we went ahead and did is diamond cut.
Fred, have you seen American Chopper?
This looks like sterling silver chains wrapped around it. It's gonna go nice with the bike. It was really important for me on a high-profile bike like this for every part to be custom in some way. So I think this motor is going to look really incredible for our project.
One second, guys.
Thing to the chromer and the painter. And as far as getting the bike done on time, we should be okay. Oh, watch it, watch it. God, again?
Watch that thing just fall out of there. What the is going on?
Holy.
This bike is not going to be turned out.
Let's get it up, let's get it up.
We got to move this thing.
Get it up, Mike.
Wait, hang on, you ready? Straight up.
Have a good night, Fred.
I was actually just about to walk past the Cody bike, and I watched the thing fall right off the lift. I mean, it's basically as simple as that. And tell you what, it was pretty nerve-wracking. And it's a good thing nobody was standing around it because that thing fell hard and did a lot of damage.
Why the heck is this happening? That's not good, man.
They shipped the whole thing over?
Yeah, bad. The damage on the Cody bike is pretty extensive. We're definitely not going to be able to bring it to Cincinnati now, which kind of stinks because we wanted people to see it when we went down there.
Thank God nobody was standing there, man. I would have squished whoever was there.
Oh, it hit so hard. It's just one of those things that happens, I guess. It could have been prevented, but I don't know. We seem to have a lot of bikes falling off lifts these days. We could bend the fender back out, but this got dug into bad. I mean, there's like no way to repair that unless you re-chrome the whole frame.
You gotta be kidding, right?
Fell right out of the lift.
I was out doing an errand and I came back in and I seen the Cody bike on the floor and I just couldn't believe that had happened. Seeing that the bike fell the day before. I actually just said, you know, maybe I better just leave for a little while, cool down, and that's what I did. I went for a ride.
Listen, from now on, none of these bikes get put up without extra supports tying them down. You know, all I could think about was Cody. How much time he put into that bike, how hard he worked, and how proud he was of himself for building a bike like that. And just to look at the bike and see how banged up it was, it just really bummed me out.
What happened? What's the damage?
It's just no good. It's just no good.
What's no good?
Well, fortunately, it didn't really hurt the frame too much. It just nicked it here, which you could probably work out, which is the main thing as far as getting it fixed. But the whole bike has to be repainted, and the bars have to be repainted. We got to re-chrome this. We have to repaint the tank.
You know what? This is uncalled for, and this should have never happened. This should have never happened. Never. All right, listen. I want everybody right here in front of me right now. Everybody. Right now. Yesterday, the bike fell off the lift, okay? I said, maybe we should strap these bikes down. The comment I got was, it's okay, okay? Today, another bike falls off the lift. Now, two things. Every bike gets strapped down from now on, and the other thing is when I say something, if I say that I want something done, then I want it done. It's not debatable whether I'm right or wrong. That's the way it's going to be done, unless I change it. Because ultimately, I'm the guy that's responsible anyhow, so that's it. So let's do what we got to do here. From now on, the bikes get strapped down, and that's the rule. Everybody understands that? Okay, okay, all right.
That was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I almost got sick.
As bad as the damage was on the Cody bike, it could be fixed. It's really just a matter of time and money. But for my father, that's really not the point.
2 bikes in 2 days. I don't know if we're cursed or bad luck or what. But I'll tell you one thing. Things around the shop are going to change or our heads are going to roll. Mike, as soon as you're done here, get rid of this stuff. It's annoying me. What stuff? All this mess is annoying me. It's annoying me. Getting aggravated. You know, for me, it's important to keep a clean shop. To me, when I repeatedly tell people that I expect the shop to be clean, and they disrespect that, to me, I take that personal. So that's an insult to me. And you know, it just gets me to the point of rage. You know? Put things back where they belong instead of throwing all over the place. This is what I'm talking about.
We're working over here.
I don't care. Is this working? What is this? What is this? No.
It's totally unrealistic.
You know what? This is not
One thing to be straightened up.
a debatable thing.
Okay.
That's what I want. Do it. Okay. Do it.
I think that my father thinks because he screams and yells that people actually respond to it, and it's just not true.
I don't got out there 50 cops laying around
That's
because
fine.
people don't give a.
People don't work harder for you when you freak out on them all the time.
Tell me what all this is. Why? You know what I'm saying? There's gloves. There's cigarettes. There's Tic Tacs. There's.
Yeah, this is people's stuff. We're working here.
I don't want it. I don't
What do you
want
want us to do with it? Stash it
You
away
know what?
somewhere?
You don't need the laying around. Oh,
This is the gas cap off the tank we're working on.
Look, listen to me. Straighten the thing out and it's the end of the conversation.
That's fine, but I'm just saying, certain things,
Nobody
if someone has a
Nobody goes
screwdriver,
back to work to get straightened out. I don't want to
If
hear
somebody
nothing from
has-
you because you're the biggest slob
that's
here.
fine, that's fine.
Okay.
Listen, if somebody has a screwdriver on a workbench that they're working at the very time, what do you expect them to do with it?
I don't have a problem with that.
You're just pointing out tools that are on the
There's
table.
tools every place, though.
Where?
Look at this.
It's a
Look at
tool
that.
tray.
You know what? I'm done talking to you because you're like a. You're the biggest slob that I ever met in
Listen,
the world.
all
Okay?
I'm saying is,
so why am I even debating this?
certain things you can't do anything about because it's
I
your
can't
work.
because I own the place.
Okay,
Remember
you
that.
can throw a hissy fit, fine, that's
No,
great.
you know what it is? You don't work work until the place gets straightened out. Done.
I don't know if it's the pressure or the money involved or what it is. But ever since we took on this project, my father's been at like DEFCON 4. He's in overdrive. And I can't work like this anymore. Well, anyways, I just think that one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to Cincinnati, other than all the loose ends and everything that's kind of just left there for other people to worry about. Other than that, I think that we need time apart.
Well, you know what? I tell you the truth. That's probably a good idea. But you know what? Why don't you go to Cincinnati and leave me behind?
It doesn't matter. The point is, I just think that we need to like get out of each other's hair for a while. We spend more time together than a married couple.
Well, you know what? I agree with you. But you know what? I'm the guy that's 54 years old, and you're the guy that's 28 years old. I'm the guy that's been in business for 30 years, okay? You're the guy that's been doing this for 3 years. So I should be prioritized, not you, not what you feel, or you're sick of me, or you don't like, no, let me finish, okay? So 3 days before we're ready to go to Cincinnati, you say, well, I'm not going to Cincinnati.
No, I said, I don't want to go. And you said, if you don't go, I'm not going. I'll cancel the show. I don't care about the
So
money
you
and
gotta make
everything
an
else.
extended effort to make things happen, and it's happening. But I gotta be up your ass to make that happen.
No, well, that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because nothing you do motivates me. I just want to let you know that. None of your comments or even your suggestions get anything done any quicker. You think by barking orders and making negative comments about every situation all along the way of fabrication that's supposed to be some kind of, that's how you get your size 12 working in your favor. I'm just going to let you know it's not working for me. It just doesn't work. And I understand you got to freak out once in a while, but the never-ending freaking out is just getting so old it's not even funny.
You know what? Maybe you're right. I do bark too much. You know what? I don't bite enough is the problem. Because when I expect certain things out of certain people, whether it's you or anybody else, that's what I expect. Why do I have to constantly repeat myself over stupid, childish, petty bull that people continue to do? And you're the ringleader because you're supposed to be part of the business with me, okay? So you're supposed to set some kind of presence. What kind of presence do you set when you're the worst guy? You come in late, you come in when you want to, you leave when you want to, and you make the biggest mess in the shop.
Whoa,
Listen nothing.
I'm working 60, 70 hours a week. This is not look at the blueprints and put it together like you've done your whole life. You don't understand the pressure of having to fabricate.
Wait, it doesn't make any difference.
I get 7 days to build a bike that's got to look like $150,000.
That doesn't set any presence in my mind. Because that's all you're going to do.
But I can't do more than that.
I don't agree with none of that you're saying. So somehow, there's some kind of screen here that's blocking what my view is opposed to your view.
Oh, it's probably true. It's perspective.
It's absolutely. However you want to say it, you understand what I mean. I'm like stressed to the max. I've already spent half my life building one business that took half the life out of me, and here I am again, starting another business. I don't have it in me. I can't do it all.
Believe me, I know.
So, a lot of times and I realize that you do a lot, but a lot of times when you're the only guy that I really think that I can rely on. So a lot of times what happens when you don't come through, it's like a smack in the face. Because I honestly feel like I'm by myself.
You know what it is? We're from two different schools. I'm not you and you're not me. So I think that I understand we both have legitimate gripes, but we have to find how to handle it better without.
I already know how. Go on like a month vacation.
Let's just do that.
And screw it all. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Love you.
Me too.
Anytime we head out for a show, it's like the circus leaving town. We got about 2 tons of crap to pack. We got 8 bikes, a display, a motorhome, 2 trailers, and a couple of chuckleheads. Hey, Dad, are we there yet? Shut up, Mikey.
After nearly 2 weeks of busting my butt on this race car bike, it was nice to just get out of the shop and let loose for a while.
We got kind of a late start this morning. Cincinnati's about 650 miles away. Usually takes about 10 or 11 hours to get there, and that's if nothing goes wrong.
Where's the tire iron?
Bus is falling apart, man. Remains of lunch today. Let's leave these guys here. They're a bunch of slobs anyhow, ain't they?
There we were, out in the middle of nowhere.
This is pit crew action right here.
We got Larry, Moe, and Curly out there changing a tire. How much worse could it get? Let me tell you, it's been one long week. I don't know how much more this I can take. I just hope our luck changes when we get to Cincinnati.
Hey, Pop, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'll just wait there when we get there.
Coming up on American Chopper, OCC's reputation is on the line
Why do you do stupid things like that?
as they race to complete a $150,000 custom chopper.
I have to give them a bike that's worth every penny.
But last-minute changes and costly delays push tensions
Not
to
right.
the boiling point and put the brakes on the race car project.
We were stressed physically, mentally, everything.
The sacrifice, the setbacks,
Ask him if he has a solution to the problem.
the satisfaction. Coming up on American Chopper. On this episode of American Chopper,
Clean that mess up, boy.
OCC's reputation is on the line
Why do you do stupid things like that?
as they race to complete a $150,000 custom chopper.
I have to give them a bike that's worth every penny.
But last-minute changes
Not right.
and costly delays push tensions to the boiling point and put the brakes on the race car project.
We were stressed physically, mentally, everything.
The sacrifice,
Jeez.
the setbacks,
Ask him if he has a solution to the problem.
the satisfaction. On this episode of American Chopper.
I'm in trouble now. I'm in big trouble now.
Easy, easy.
We got a 3-day show here in Cincinnati, and Paulie really didn't want to come because it's taking him away from the race car project. But I think it's important that we get out and meet our vendors because,
You know, you get to know the person better that way, and it's always nice to do business face to face.
Ooh, that's nice, huh? Yeah, that's real chopperish. What is all this?
See you for dinner.
The best part part of the Cincinnati trade show is going around to all the different manufacturers and see what they got going. Not so much to pick up dealers, but more so just to see the newest product that's out there.
See all your ideas.
Yeah, yes we are.
So that you can really stay on the cutting edge of what's going on.
If you ask me, Cincinnati was definitely worth the trip. You know, it was good exposure for Orange County choppers, and it only took Paulie away from the shop for 3 days. So I don't think it was that big of a deal.
What are we gonna load all the bikes right here?
We're gonna have more room.
Okay. Initially, I had some reservations about coming out to Cincinnati. So you're moving everyone down this whole road?
Starting with you, let's go.
All right, good. But now that it's all pretty much wrapped up, I'm glad I came out. A lot of pressure, a lot of different things involved there, but it all worked out for the best.
On the way home from Cincinnati last night, we got a flat in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and we had to wait out the night. Luckily, we found a tire shop to pull over at. This is really kind of setting us back because we're on such a tight time frame with this bike that we're doing now. We're gonna lose a day on that, so it's just basically gonna add a little more pressure to the situation.
This is why you don't drive on your wheels after your tire blows.
We got 2 flat tires, destroyed 1 rim, so now we have to buy all brand new tires, all new rims.
Yeah, when can you have those tires here? Nah, that's not good enough.
Hopefully we'll be on our way home sometime today.
Okay, I'll be here. Thanks.
Another one of them great days.
Yeah, there you go. Breaker, what's your 40? Breaker, one, man, come on in.
Alright, you ready to go?
I really appreciate it.
No problem. You guys have a safe
Appreciate
trip.
the service, I really do. I'm out of here. Getting the tire fixed ate up the better part of the day. But what are you gonna do? Getting aggravated ain't gonna change anything. So I just decided to take it in stride. Let's get out of here, Vinny. All right.
Come on, Vin, let's get out of here.
Yeah, come on, man, let's get out of here.
Well done, Vin.
Serenity now, Mike. Serenity now.
Somebody get the phone over there, get numbnuts out of the chair there and start answering the phone. Jeez.
It didn't take long for things to get back to normal at the shop.
Yeah, exactly.
We have about 4 days to finish this race car bike. It has to be done in time for the Coolers 300 race in Daytona.
I'm not really concerned about getting the bike assembled in that amount of time. I think you can do that. What I'm afraid of is problems. Okay? So I like to have this bike together by Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes.
Did you smoke something the first thing this
Why would I
morning?
smoke anything? You're gonna have the front end today. You're gonna have the frame today. You're gonna have the motor, the transmission. You know what I'm saying? Get the front end on.
No, you're not going to have the wheels till tomorrow.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, this bike.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You don't have the luxury of doing that. You can put the whole drivetrain, the swing arm, the front end on. You can do all that stuff. You do it. You don't wait for the wheels.
I guess if
How many bikes do we build in a
if
day?
everything goes perfectly and there's a possibility.
But you know what? You have to have a goal, and that should be the goal. You know, boy, there's not enough time in any schedule. If you had a month to put this bike together, you bet your ass it would take him a month to put it together.
With a ridiculous deadline like this one, the last thing you want to do is come up short on parts. What's that? There's absolutely no room for error here. Nothing can fall through the cracks. Because if it does,
What is that?
What the heck are these? They must have just fell in, huh?
Whatever is not chrome has to be chromed on Friday and be back here, or everybody's fired.
What are you saying now?
You gonna look at this thing all day? You gotta wrap it.
Start unwrapping it. Who's stopping you? When I finally got a look at the chrome frame, I realized there's way too much silver on this bike. We're gonna need black. It really needed some black to break it up and give it some contrast. So I decided to fabricate some diamond plate accents that we could powder coat black.
Do you think that's what you want to do?
There's no choice in the matter.
I kind of agree with Paulie about the, too much chrome thing. Well, that should look real nice. But, time's tight. So I told him, if we wanted to do it, then you have to be willing to sacrifice, which is, to be honest with you, not one of his strong points. But if he's willing to put the extra effort into it, I'm all for it. Just remember one thing, you're not getting any extra time, so if you want to put it on, put it on. But that bike better be done, that's all I gotta say. Entering into the home stretch on this bike, and in 4 days we have to leave for Daytona. And with the schedule being as tight as it is, it's important that everybody pitches in. Especially that Paul's got to finish up the diamond plate section that he's fabricating. Because those still have to go out to the powder coater and be back in time to finish the bike.
The most important thing is that the stuff gets done for the powder coater before 4:30.
You can really kind of tell that things are starting to come down to the wire when my father starts helping out with a bike.
Take it apart. Wow, it's too easy.
I think he gets kind of nervous, probably a little bit more nervous than I do when it comes to deadlines. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, and it's going to be tough, but as long as we get all our parts back from our vendors, I don't think we'll have any problem finishing a bike.
Yeah, exactly. We got big problems. We made a 3.5-inch wheel instead of a 2.5-inch wheel. We got a phone call a little while ago from Row Machines, and he had mentioned that the front wheel was a 3.5-inch wheel, which is a mistake. That really throws a wrench into the works here, boy. That's big time. That's big time.
Basically, there's just no time to machine a new wheel. That's just not an option, given the schedule. Now, our biggest problem is really with the front fender. The one we sent to the painter won't fit anymore. It's too small.
Yeah, Justin? Yeah, cool. We got a little problem. I've already spoke to Justin, our painter, and at this point we have to bring him another fender, and a whole new fender has to be repainted. Right, I have to fit it, and then I'll bring it down. But you think we're still gonna be able to make this, or what? This is not a little mistake. It's a big problem now,
Unbelievable. Freaking a whole day to do this,
Not happy about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it works, Bob.
This is possibly the worst time something like this could have happened, because it's going to set us back a bit. I still have to finish the plate fabrication, mount the motor, and install the air ride. And I know as far as my father is concerned, he was hoping to test drive the bike a couple times before we delivered it. Now, to be honest with you, I'm just hoping we can get the bike done in time.
What, drop a motor in this thing?
Yeah, we can do that.
Get it in there, right? Make it look like something happened this morning, no?
All right, that's at least something to get us excited about.
The whole situation with the tire being the wrong size really screws up the whole situation here. But what are you gonna do? You gotta make things right, and you gotta keep your commitments. Basically, there's a lot left to do on this bike, and there's a lot less time to do it. So Paulie's gonna have to do whatever it takes to get it done. All right, guys, I'm out of here.
You don't want me to put the trans in yet, right?
No, Pete, just give me a couple of seconds.
It's my brother Danny's birthday tonight, and my whole family's getting together for a birthday party. I was kind of looking forward to it, but given the situation, me and Vinny decided to stay late and really push forward on this thing.
Sucks, man.
Whose birthday is it? Daddy's birthday? How old is he? Two? He's two? What? Ready to order over here.
We're sure I can go in afterwards, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead when we do the other side.
Get it, Cotton.
It'll work out. After I beat your head in. That's it. Why don't you bomb it out? What's going on here?
Ask Daddy what he got on the second day of birthday Hanukkah.
We're gonna work until we run out of absolutely everything we can do. Don't you think?
I don't want to stay here ridiculously late, but I'll keep going. To be honest with you, I'm not really excited about spending all night in the shop, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Say we don't even go to sleep, we just keep blasting this thing out. This bike's really important to Orange County choppers, because it's really the most expensive bike we've ever built, and we gotta make sure that we come through.
I talk a lot about hard work and sacrifice, and I'm really impressed with the fact that Paulie's staying and working late on this bike.
What do you think, man?
I think it's looking semi like a real bike.
Yeah. Because whether he likes it or not, I think he realizes that getting this bike done or not rests on his shoulders. It's really up to him and nobody else.
All right, what do we gotta do in the morning?
We gotta finish this thing.
We gotta finish tightening everything down now, right?
Yeah.
Get the motor mount on, run the coil, all that stuff, put the starter in.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
No. All right, so we'll finish up in the morning.
All right.
Let me just check these. I want to see where my foot lands. Yeah, it's not gonna work. There's no sense in even hanging out up here. I'm almost willing to bet, Vin, we could buy bolt extensions from any forward controls on here.
This morning we ran into kind of a frustrating problem with the forward controls. So me and Vinny had to pull them off and make extensions for them and bolt them back on to solve the problem. This isn't really anything out of the ordinary when you're building a custom bike, but it's one more unexpected delay, and it's probably the last thing we needed as far as the schedule goes.
Justin. Paul. You know those handlebars? How far along are you with those?
You know, no matter how fast we work with this bike, we're really at the mercy of our vendors. A lot of the parts, like the wheels, the fenders, and whatnot, they're not finished yet. And it's getting to the point that we're running out of things to do without them.
Basically, you know, the tins and everything go on less, but I gotta get the bars on to get them, all the cables and all that crap. Very good.
Bottom line, if those parts don't come through, this bike's not gonna get done.
He's working tomorrow. I said, get us the handlebars at least for tomorrow.
He didn't give you any status on the rest?
He said he's on schedule.
Yeah, actually the oil tank would be real helpful, Dad.
But if you have the handlebars tomorrow,
You can do all the cables and stuff.
That and the oil tank are the two main things.
Well, I don't know about the oil tank.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous about the wheels on this bike because Row Machining is using a new porcelain inlay process, and it's never been done before.
That's sweet. That's gonna be real different, you know?
That's the first one.
Nice.
I gotta tell you, I was really blown away by the wheels on this bike. I mean, they even carry the inlay process over to the sprocket, and it really adds a great detail. And that's what's gonna set this bike apart, the details.
It's gonna blow the wheel industry away. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So we're the first. We're the pioneers. Whenever you try to do something different, there's always the potential that it won't look good or it might not turn out right. But I got to tell you, the wheels on this bike, they're just going to kill people. It's going to be incredible.
Feels like Paulie and me have put about 400 hours into this bike. And sometimes it feels like it's never gonna end.
All right, man, let's get to work.
Back again.
Back again. Feels like we never left.
That's true. I know it's important that we keep pushing through this, and we gotta pace ourselves because we don't want to burn out too early.
In order to make the deadline, our painter Justin has to really bring the parts over piece by piece. Once he finishes something, he brings it right over. These will keep us going. Looks racy, huh, Ben?
Yeah, it does. What more can you ask for?
We have to wait for the oil tank on Monday, right?
Yeah,
Let's go home and relax.
sounds good to me.
Do we have to leave tomorrow night?
Yeah, we absolutely, positively have to leave tomorrow
We
night.
do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
What night do we have to be there? Thursday night? Tomorrow's Tuesday night?
Yeah.
So it gives you Wednesday. We do.
And you know what?
We do.
You got to go down there and you got to ride the bike on Wednesday too.
That's,
You're not going to
that's
ride.
the best part.
You're not going to ride it around
If
here.
it didn't,
It's going to snow the next couple of days. Every day is saying snow. Snow
no, there's
Thursday.
not. Just today.
No, they said for the rest of the week you're going to get snow.
I watched the
I don't know.
forecast
I
last
just
night.
listened to it this morning on the way to work.
We got snow today and then snow like on Friday.
No, well, you know what? I'm just saying what they heard. You're not riding it.
It
So
doesn't matter,
make
you're
any
not
difference.
riding.
You got to get down there a day before and ride the bike.
You're not riding.
Bring the tools. Bring your
Put
tools.
some miles on it.
We got
We
to
got
put
that
30, 40 miles on
Day
the bike.
before.
Yes, the day
Yeah,
before.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. That's why we have to leave Tuesday.
Alright. What's this tank here?
Yeah, thanks here. That looks awesome.
Thank you. Go back and help him, huh? Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Alex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing terrific. How about you?
Good, good. Right down to the wire.
I'm thinking about coming by. I'm thinking about when I should come by.
The customer who's paying $150,000 for this bike called today to see when he can come check it out.
getting there.
He's showing up tomorrow and he's expecting to see a finished bike.
How has it been?
Be careful, please. Prying against the chrome, you know? Yeah.
Listen, Inspector Gadget, I know you got a motorhome to tool around
We
in.
all know that you don't take a screwdriver and pry it against chrome.
Why is it that everything goes smooth till you come over like hunting for something to be wrong?
Well, then why do you do stupid things like put metal against chrome, pry against chrome? Why do you do stupid things like that? You ever ask that question?
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah.
This is the first bike that Justin's painted for us, and I gotta tell you, his work just blows me away.
It's beautiful. The lines are real sweet with the tank.
I mean, forget the fact that he was under a ridiculous deadline and he had to start completely over with a new fender. Some painters couldn't have done this with all the time in the world. I mean, his attention to detail and sense of style is really incredible.
All right, let's not have any mistakes because we're excited that we got this most insane bike of the century.
You know what this means?
Tank time.
Yep.
Welcome back.
I gotta tell you, the first time I seen that bike up on that lift with that tank on it, I was super impressed. Look at from here, how everything flows this way. Even the controls, the exhaust, everything just flows. One continuous flow. That's the key to building a bike right there, boy. To be honest with you, I kind of have my doubts about Paul.
American Chopper.
But I tell you what, he did, and did he ever. This bike was fabricated, painted, chromed, and assembled in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it.
I was kind of surprised about how pumped my father was about this bike. I mean, he was really excited about it.
I'm telling you right now, this guy, he ain't gonna know whether to go blind.
You sound like one coming back, right? Yeah.
This bike here had me on the edge of the seat, still does. It ain't over. It ain't done yet.
The truth of the matter was, we were far from finished. We were still waiting on the powder coat pieces, and the delivery guy, Don, was missing in action. Don, where are ya? It was really frustrating to be so close to finishing.
Mike, where's Don? Did Don die?
And have to just sit around and wait.
I'm going to the gym.
Did you get that gas on that?
Oh, if this thing had a recline on it, I'd be sleeping right now. We were kind of sitting idle. It was late, and we really wanted to get these last few parts on it. When he arrived, I wanted to hug him.
Sleeping here?
We were taking bets on if you were dead on the side of the road or not.
We thought you died and your head fell off. Thanks a lot, Don. See you later.
I'm really impressed with Paulie's vision. Everything he's done really made a big difference. All the little diamond plate trims and all that stuff. I mean, after the bike went together, it was like it needed it. I mean, it really worked out great.
Let's go home, Vin. I'm beat.
Best thing I heard out of your mouth all night. When we were done doing what we were doing, me and Paulie were both shocked, and it was time to go home.
We got everything now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got everything we need. Yeah, I got a little front to back flag, but I'd rather try and keep it all the way back.
Drill 3/8 hole, then tighten them. Getting this bike finished in time to deliver has just been horrific. We've put in a lot of late hours. Even this morning, getting up is just, it's another day, and I'm just hoping there's a little rest in sight. I'm gonna finish buzzing up this headlight. I think the bike's coming out really good, going from raw metal to being painted and just about finished assembled.
So you know what? Can you keep cranked up on that, and I'll just tighten these?
Yep. We keep running into our share of problems, but it's getting where it's got to go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's clean. All right, that's it.
I'm really excited about it, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the best things I've seen yet.
It's nice, eh?
Holy smokes. When I first came into the shop, I said to myself, how the heck could these guys pull it off in such a short period of time?
Great job.
Like it?
Oh yeah, that's incredible. I will tell you, I was a little bit concerned. I started to get concerned. I was just telling your dad after he came back from that show and he had the flat tires and all.
Yeah.
So
Getting worried.
yeah, I was a little worried.
To build a bike in 3 weeks is just an astronomical feat, and there's really a lot of pressure that I'm not used to. They were looking for a certain look. Also, the money involved added to the pressure.
I walked in there expecting to not see the bike that I saw. There's no question about it.
Wow.
It's so many steps above what I expected that I can't tell you how pleased I am.
You always want to exceed the customer's expectations.
I think it's perfect.
We love the bike, but you really want him to love the bike because it's his bike.
I tell you, I can't wait to see this down Daytona. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so very, very much. I'm really looking forward. We'll see you great.
Okay, all right. I gotta tell you, you cannot cut it any closer than we did with this one. I swear, we barely got the last bolt tightened before we had to load it up and head to Daytona.
Man, how nice is this, huh? A little bit nicer than New York, huh?
Heck yeah.
Man. Now I know why the birds fly south for the winter.
We really didn't get to test drive the bike in New York, so we figured the first thing we do in Florida is test drive the bike around the parking lot. Make sure everything's running okay.
Can't ride this boat.
I mean, but you know what?
Softened right up, didn't it?
Yeah, we had that thing rock hard.
When I took the bike around a block, the air ride suspension started losing air, and the seat dropped about 2 inches. Marty, Paul, not doing good. I think we have a serious problem here. Because even this, I tell you what, I got the manufacturer on the phone right then and there. I just took it for a ride, and it's losing air. This was a big deal because there was a lot of people that set up arrangements, and there was a lot going on around this bike. And you know what? I'm in trouble now. I'm in big trouble now. That made the stress level a lot greater than all the other projects we had done. I'm in big trouble here.
The situation wasn't good at all. Big Paul really started to bug out, and Paulie was nowhere to be found.
Where is he? He's in the shower.
Regardless, let me take it for a ride. So, I took out the bike and tried to figure out what was exactly wrong with it.
And you're in here taking a shower. Go outside. Please. No, I'm not going outside. Take a shower. But, first of all, please. Oh, you know what? You don't want to. Does it make any difference if I'm there? Well, you know what? Don't you want to know what's going on? Anything? Well, how would you know if you're here?
Yeah, thanks for ours. Appreciate it, really. So it goes.
So this is just where we don't want to be, and here we are.
Yeah, but, listen, what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What
You
are
got
you
like
gonna
the biggest commitment that you ever had in your life, and what are you gonna do?
Freak out. I mean, I understand. There's nothing you can do, believe me. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah?
Somehow.
Just aggravated, because you know what? Again, you depend on people, and
Well, that's the problem. In this business,
Very
you just
nice.
expect to have problems now and then.
look underneath there.
That's just the way it is. But the important thing is how you deal with those problems.
This thing needs to do for a while.
We needed to fix the bike, but we were running out of time. So I got on the phone with the air ride company to see what we could do. We got to figure out a way to get operational by tomorrow. Luckily for us, they were based in Miami, so they were only about 3 hours away. You want them to come down tonight?
Ask him if he has a solution to the problem, or do you want me to ask him?
Do you have a solution to the problem?
I'm gonna f***ing kill somebody. You want me to calm down? Calm down.
Bring what you got, and then bring a lift, and we'll get the situation fixed. He'll come up. He's about 3 hours away.
How bad can it get? Here we are 1,000 miles away, and a bike that don't work, and no place to fix it.
We could wheel this beast right in the hotel room and push the beds outside. Now that's thinking. I'm not kidding.
You gotta watch this exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a little push.
After working pretty much non-stop getting that bike done, to get down there and find out we had another problem and it had to be fixed immediately, it kind of didn't feel too good. But we did what we gotta do. Sure, why you gotta bring my bed out? We took the beds out of the hotel room, squeezed the bike in there. Arnie brought his lift in and used the hotel room. It was nice to lay on a nice carpeted floor and turn on the TV while you're working.
This is the best this hotel room ever looked, huh?
Yeah.
Real early.
You know, as far as like these problems that we're having, you know, everybody has problems, we have problems. The key to me is what you're willing to do about it, you know, and for him to immediately get in his car and come down.
It took us a long time to fix the air ride suspension. Basically, we had to take the whole thing apart, replace the shocks, the fittings, put the whole darn thing back together.
You want to slide it? After working all night till basically 4 in the morning, me and Paulie Jr. was shot, and we were stressed every way, physically, mentally, everything.
Using the hotel room as a makeshift shop worked out really well. For should be alright, huh? And, you know, it's a big relief to know that that's all done and we're ready to get going. Tonight we're going to be unveiling a race car bike. You know, in the race car industry, everybody, they're all motorheads and they're into things like this.
Let's get some likes in there, guys.
As far as this project went, you know, everybody really had to put 110% into it. I think that everybody realized the importance of getting this bike to where we wanted it. And, you know, we did what we had to do, and I think that's makes us who we are.
We accomplished a lot.
One sec, guys. That will just keep happening.
Airport, and all you do is call 315-329-2277. Visit us today.
Absolutely free. Plus, it comes with a Lily Things lifetime replacement warranty, and we'll even ship it.
Insurance, and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
About this.
Now? Connecting the cities of Radnor and Erie, Pennsylvania, is a 400-mile stretch of road that's said to be haunted by a ghastly apparition. For years, people have reported hearing the pounding of horses' hooves just before seeing the specter of a man in colonial garb riding a sinister steed through the darkness. So what's the story behind this galloping ghost? The tale begins in 1796. In the frontier settlement of Erie, Pennsylvania, the U.S. Army maintains a small outpost. Commanding the fort is one of the nation's most illustrious war heroes, General Mad Anthony Wayne.
Mad Anthony Wayne was one of the most famous generals of the American Revolution. He got the name Mad because of his fearlessness in battle.
But this dashing commander is about to issue his final orders.
General Anthony Wayne was sick, and that was one battle that his bravery and his military strategy just could not win.
On December 15th, at the age of 51, the revered officer dies. His body is placed in a simple wooden casket and buried beneath the fort, where it remains for the next 13 years. Then in 1809, General Wayne's son, Isaac, arrives in Erie and announces his intention to take his father's remains home, where he plans to reinter them in the family plot.
It was very common at that time period to have families buried together. People would go to church on Sunday and oftentimes take a stroll through the cemetery, paying their respects to their family members that were right outside.
To help exhume the body, Isaac employs a local physician named Dr. James Wallace. He's the same man who tended to his father during his dying days.
Dr. James Wallace felt an obligation to help Isaac. He was unable to help the general when he had fallen ill.
The men dig up the general's grave. But when they open the wooden casket, they're confronted by an astounding sight. Lying inside is the near perfectly preserved corpse of Mad Anthony Wayne.
They were expecting a body that had largely decomposed after 13 years of being in the ground. But when Isaac saw his father in the casket, barely decomposed, he was in utter disbelief.
Dr. Wallace offers a chilling explanation.
There was lots of snow, winter after winter, and it helped preserve the body of the general.
The state of General Wayne's body presents Isaac with a huge problem. He wasn't expecting to take home a full-sized casket.
Isaac brought a two-wheeled cart. He thought there would be just some bones, maybe even a skull, that would be left of his father to take back.
It's then that Dr. Wallace steps in with a gruesome solution.
Dr. Wallace suggested to Isaac that they cut up the body and boil it, separating the bones so that Isaac could take the bones back to Radnor to be buried.
Isaac is repulsed by the proposal, but can see no other option. So, he asks the doctor to perform the ugly task.
Isaac could not be a part of this process. He was horrified at the thought of his father being boiled like an animal.
The doctor boils up water in a massive metal cauldron, the same one now on display at the Erie County Historical Society in Erie, Pennsylvania. Then he dismembers the Mad General's corpse and places it into the pot piece by piece.
Dr. Wallace boiled the body until the flesh separated from the bones.
With the grisly deed done, Isaac picks up the bones, places them in a small box, and sets off for the long journey home.
Isaac spent days with the bones of his father rattling around in a wooden box on the cart.
But little does the dutiful son know he's about to have a macabre mishap that will haunt him and the surrounding area forever.
Hey, it's me, your future you.
Or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle.
What's the name?
probably the world's #1 Pokemon collection inside this case.
Little figures?
Cards, and they're all Charizards. Which is the #1 Pokemon guy.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Chop,
Yeah?
this guy's got Pokemon cards.
Hey, it's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm here to sell my Pokemon collection. I got into Pokemon collecting with my sons, and eventually they grew up and went to college, and I never did grow up. So I continued with Pokemon for the last 17 years.
This is pretty cool, man.
Absolutely.
So, Rick, you don't know about Pokemon?
It's like a game like 8-year-old kids play, right?
Basically, each player has a deck of 60 cards, and you battle with your Pokemon by pulling cards out of your deck and getting enough energy points so that you can attack your other player. You win by your opponent not having any Pokemon left. It's really popular. They have whole tournaments with where 1,000 people enter, and they have Pokemon battles.
Okay. I really don't understand why Pokemon is such a big deal, but if something like a Beanie Baby can become worth a lot of money, maybe these can too. I just need to know a lot more.
They're pretty cool. Actually, some of them can be worth a lot of money. The millennials love them, Rick.
But millennials don't have any money.
Well, this guy's not a millennial, and he loves them.
Yes.
He played them with his kids. Look at this collection he has.
And my children are millennials now, and they love them.
So these go for a lot of money.
Yes.
What's your most expensive one?
The most expensive card is probably the Pristine 10 first edition base Charizard. The card itself is considered the crown jewel of the Pokemon world.
And how much is that worth?
In the range of 50 to 100,000.
Whoa. And people pay that for these.
Yeah, especially now with the new Pokemon craze. I know you heard of the new game out. The new Pokemon game everyone's playing on their phone.
Pokemon Go.
No.
You just walk around until you find one, and then you sling Pokeballs on it. Maybe you need an Ultra Ball.
And you get an Ultra Ball?
I caught one the other day. I had to pull over. I was in my car. It took me 10 minutes to catch him. I literally used like 40 Ultra Balls. I'm not even joking.
Okay. So how much do you want for these things?
I'm looking for right in the area of $500,000.
Do you mind if I have someone look at this?
That's fine.
I'll be right back. It's baffling.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to think right now.
Right.
Pokemon.
It seems to me the one who's going to make the decision really doesn't know what he's looking at. I'm happy that the expert is coming in to educate the fellow. He's going to know what these are selling for and the future collectible value of them.
Hey, how's it going?
Going just great.
What do we got?
I got a 1926 Dunhill watch ladder, hard glass enamel.
Dunhill, I mean, they've made just
Looks like
about
this.
everything over the years.
Dunhill was actually the first one to have a one-handed lighter. This is a one-handed lighter. You can light it with one hand.
That's pretty cool.
World awaits my fashion direction.
We're gaining on him.
All right, you got it, Jimmy. We'll get geared up to board Danita's plane. Get us as close as you can. Rightio. Bro, how exactly are we going to sneak onto Danita's plane? Well, I know who to ask. I've had a stowaway since this morning. Asked and answered. Activate Gecko powers!
So soothing to the eye. No bright garish colors to disrupt one's inner peace. Doug, you never stop moving on the runway for that long. Never! Momentary cause only. Momentary only. What? Huh? Too much color!
I guess I just really don't understand the fashion world. Come on, dude. While she's distracted, let's rescue our creature friends. Hey, what? Oh no! No creature power!
That's better.
Oh man, she wiped the color out of us too. Chris, I hardly recognize you without your green shirt. And I've lost my power too. But we've got to get our animals out of here. Come on, bro. Let's power up again. Huh? Hey! Activate giant panda power! Activate red panda power!
Susan, Susan, Susan.
Wonder if I'm in love.
I've seen Susan around school, but I haven't, like, formally met her yet. Anyway. I wonder where Drake is with our pizza.
I cannot believe I ate an entire pizza.
Come on, we gotta think of something. Did you relax? No, this project counts for like half of our final grade. Ooh, I got it. Go. We do a detailed study on the reproductive habits of lizards.
I am not doing anything that involves me watching lizards make out.
Fine. Ooh, how about
No.
a music video?
Yes.
Of your band?
Yes.
And I'll direct it. Maybe. Maybe.
Well, can you direct a music
do you think videotaped my Grammy's piano recital at the home for the old?
Okay, you're the director. Oh, and hey, we could put Susan in the video. Why should your girlfriend be in it? Because she's dirty. Okay, fine. Your girlfriend could be in our video.
You're pretty too.
It's not that. Hey, which one of my guitars do you think will look best on camera? I don't know. Thank you.
Alright guys, I'm getting off.